Hey, and welcome to this video on how to get the most out of your guitar lessons. So if you're watching this, you're either brand new to lessons with me at the Guitar Academy, or you are checking out lessons at the Guitar Academy, or you found this video somewhere else, and you want to get a little bit information on how to make the most out of your guitar lessons. Okay, so I have taught over 40,000 private one-on-one lessons in my life, online and in person. And so what I'm about to share with you is based upon my experience with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different kinds of students over the years. One of the things teaching guitar has taught me is that anybody can do this. Anybody, okay? I've seen three men born without arms play guitar, okay? And I've seen people with autism learn how to play guitar, people missing fingers learn how to play guitar. So anybody can do this. That's what I've learned. Anyone can. But not everybody who takes guitar lessons ends up learning how to play guitar, which seems like a contradiction. It really isn't when you think about it. But what I'm saying is, just because you take guitar lessons isn't a guarantee that you'll learn how to play guitar. And so over the years, I've noticed some characteristics in the students who actually learn how to play guitar and get good at it. I'm not saying they become professional musicians, although some have. But they learn how to play guitar to whatever level they want to. And they have one thing in common that the other group of people who take lessons and sputter out, make a little bit of progress, but then give up. They have certain characteristics in common, but this one group has one thing in common. Okay, so what do you think that is? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. The group that makes progress, that learns how to play guitar, the one thing they all do is they practice the guitar every day. Okay. And the one thing this other group have in common with each other, although they're very diverse human beings, they come from all different walks of life. I've taught people in Spanish. I've taught people who don't speak English. I mean, the one thing the students who don't learn have in common is they don't practice regularly or enough. Now, what's enough? Whatever teacher you end up going with is pretty much going to tell you that, we want you to practice every day. Okay, right? All the teachers out there, we want you to practice every day. Now, how long you practice every day is kind of a teacher-specific thing. My generic thing is 30 to 45 minutes minimum. 30 is for the younger students. 45 is basically teenagers and adults, or somewhere in there. We're not legalistic about that, but what we are is we're saying we want you to practice every day 30 to 45 minutes. Now, my promise to you is this. If you practice 30 to 45 minutes every single day, or if it's your habit of your life, you're practicing 6, 7, 5 days a week regularly, that's what you're doing. In 6 months' time, you'll be ready to be in your, a little band, with your buddies at school. Or some guys and gals will start playing at church if they go to the kind of church that needs guitar players, and it's a smaller kind of church, But you'll be able to hang out at a campfire and play guitar. People could sing along. They'll know what the song is. And that's if you practice every day, 30 to 45 minutes a day. You will be there. I pretty much guarantee it. There are a few exceptions, but generally what I've seen over the years is if you practice like that, you're going to be at that spot. A lot of kids and adults get there sooner than 6 months. Just depends on how much you practice. Now, on the other hand, the kids that practice 2 or 3 days a week and the adults that practice that long or that little, what I see, generally speaking, is they quit. They make a little bit of progress, but not enough. And so they just lose their interest. Okay, so look, here you are watching this video. You're fired up. You want to learn how to play guitar. And I'm telling you, from years and years and years of teaching experience working with beginners, the one thing you can do to help yourself become a successful guitar player and learn how to do it is commit to practicing every single day, every day. And so let's talk about that for a second, because most people, when I tell them that, say, that's me, I'm going to practice every day. Very few people say, I'm going to be the one that practices a couple days a week and I'm going to prove you wrong, Mr. Greer. No one says that, at least not to me. They all raise their hand and say, I'm going to practice every day. And then a lot of them don't. So here's a tip that I learned a long time ago, and some of you already know this. If it's not scheduled, it's not real. In other words, if you don't schedule it, it doesn't really exist. It's not going to happen. Those are the odds. If you just randomly say, I'm going to practice guitar every day, but don't schedule a time to do it, the odds are you won't do it. Other things will crowd in your day. You get more homework. You'll get a call from a friend. Things will happen and you just won't practice. Okay, so what we want you to do is schedule it. And what I mean by that is something like this. Every day I wake up at 6:30 to get ready to do whatever I do. So I'm going to wake up at 6 and I'm going to practice from 6 to 6:30. I'm going to wake up half an hour earlier. Now, to some people, that is like, what are you talking about? For me, I like to wake up at the crack of dawn. So that's what I do. I wake up, hey, I'm going to wake up at 4:30 to do this. So if you're not a morning person, that's not going to be good for you. But you may say, when I get home from work, at 6 o'clock, I'm going to practice for half an hour, 45 minutes, or when I get home from school. Okay. So, but the key thing here is schedule a time. So when 6 o'clock on Wednesday night shows up, you're supposed to be not watching the news. You're supposed to be practicing guitar, and you get to it. All right. So the number one thing you can do to get the most out of your investment with your guitar and your lessons is to practice your guitar every day. And if you do that, I guarantee you're gonna learn how to play guitar. All right. If you have any questions, drop me a message, email me, or text me, and I'd love to help you.